development cycle of primary school. First of all, we must distinguish the part of the plant in order to better understand the process of photosynthesis. So let's see. On the bottom we have the roots, and this is the part of the plant which is in charge of holding the plant steady in the ground, sucking up water and nutrients from the soil, and even storing food for the future. Moving up, we have the stem, which main function is to support the plant and transport water and nutrients across all the plants. And finally, on the top, we have leaves that are like food factories due to the fact that in them food is produced. As you already know, plants are like beings, so they need food to survive. But what kind of food they need? How they do it? They feed on through the process of photosynthesis. During this process, plants transform inorganic matter into organic matter in order to obtain sugar and oxygen. But let's see step by step. The process within the root consists basically on the absorption of water and minerals. The mixture of water and minerals are called rosette, and this rosette is transported across all the plant thanks to a tube called xylem. Within the leaves, the process is a bit more
process. I know you're Spanish, but process.
The process is a bit more complicated. Once the rosette and the CO2 from the air reach the leaves in the presence of sunlight, the photosynthesis process starts. The light energy is used to convert CO2 and water into a sugar called glucose. And as a result of this process, we also obtain oxygen, but this oxygen is expelled from the plant as it doesn't need it. So, to sum up, we have that thanks to the photosynthesis, plants can be nourished and people are able to breathe cleaner, plenty of oxygen. On the other hand, we have water plants that also carry out the process of photosynthesis, but they do it in a slower way because the light energy is absorbed by the water. This is the case of algae. Besides, there are some other plants that don't need the process of photosynthesis to grow. And this is the case of mushrooms and also carnivorous plants. These type of plants get food from other places, such as their surrounding areas. Finally, I would like to propose you an activity in order to ascertain if you have understood the process that I have just explained. And in this activity, you must fill in the gaps of this explanation of what photosynthesis is. And in order to facilitate your performance, you have the words to use and an image where it will be easier for you if you look the image and the words on the image. That's all. Do you have any question?